Hi everyone! I'm trying out a different kind of ornament this time. All these fabrics that I've got sitting here are all the ones from the medallion quilt that I'm still working on. So eventually the ornament goes with the recipient. So I found a video from Tamara's Joy, it's called, and I will link the video in the description box so you guys can see it. But what you have to do, first of all, you have to download her free template, which I did, and I printed it out. And then make sure you have a piece of batting that's big enough. So you just kind of go, oh, that's close enough, okay? And I am starting with black on the bottom and green, and then you do your 1/4 inch seam allowance. Now, once you have it all done and sewn, I have little strips. In the video, Tamara used 6 strips, I believe, and I think that's what I have as well. But you could do them bigger and use 5, whatever you have. And just keep sewing them, like, all the way up. And then when you go to cut, you take this line and put it on the seam of this. It'll make more sense when I have it sewn on and I show you. But basically, the black is going to be like my little clappery thing area, right? It'll make more sense, seriously. But that's how we're going to start, and we'll just do it and see how it goes. In Tamara's video, she did not have this little round thing at the top, the holder, I guess, so I'm just going to cut it off. Okay, the scraps are all sewn down onto my little piece of batting. Now, on this seam right here between the black and the green, I'm going to put that line right there. Can you guys see that okay? Because all you've got to do is pin it and exactly on the front. There's no fiddling around or flipping it around. So I'm going to move it over a bit to make sure I'm not cutting anything off. But that line there is right on that seam, and I'm going to pin it. I've got it all pinned. Now, you take your fabric scissors and cut it out. Once you have it cut out, take the paper off and trim up raggedy bits like that kind of there doesn't look that good, so I'll make that tidier. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera. Now use this as your template and put it on the wrong side of whatever you're going to use for the backing and pin it down. And, just as before, cut around it. Once you've got the back cut out, you've got them side by side. I'm referring to the video on my iPad as I go. Now, what she does is, after this, organize whatever you're going to be using for the hanger. Ribbon, whatever. Because this looks sort of rusticy and it's not too fancy, I'm going to use black twine. I think it'll be just fine. So I need a piece, let's see, a hanger about like so. Cut it off. Voila. And then, hang on, I'm referring. I don't want to keep turning the camera on and off. Right, that's what she does. Okay. Put your backing upside down, obviously. Hang on, let's go back. Scoot back a little bit. Okay. Put your cording in on the back. There. Oh, she glues it down a smidgen. Actually, I will turn the camera off and do that. Okay, twine is in. I think that'll work just fine. I used a little bit of Roxanne's glue base it just to make sure it was in the right spot. Now once you have it ready, sew all around the edge with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. In this instance, these little wonder clips are much better than pins. Now once it's sewn around, I'm undecided. I might take my pinking shears and just cut around with the pinking shears. We'll see. I want to see what it looks like first. There we go. Cute as is. I'm not going to do any more trimming because then I'll probably get rid of the clapper. But I happen to have this black button that kind of has some gray on it. I think I'm just going to hot glue it right there. I think that looks cute. Now obviously, if you had any shape you wanted to, let's cut that little piece of thread off despite it. You could just use a circle, trace on a mug or something, make circles, stars, whatever you want to do. This is a pretty simple method. Let me know if you guys want to do one, and go nuts. There we go. That's my Christmas 365 video for January 2023.